Okay, I hope it's recording now. So it's okay. So I'm talking about logistic regression. As I say, logistic regression is one of the classification algorithm. Now, what do you mean by classification? That's what I'm explaining. Like, let's suppose this is a can you please mute? Okay. So so let's suppose this is 1 and this is 0, this is 1. Now let's suppose on the basis of these category a person is not diabetic. On the basis of these category a person is diabetic. Okay, so this is called classification. Okay, this is classification. Another example, if I'll tell you, let's suppose, you know, the Gmail prediction. In Gmail there are some category. Okay, that is called spam, that is called primary mail, that is called a promotional mail, and another one is something. So on the basis of these data, a person mail is spam and this is not spam, or another category. So when you have a categorical kind of data, categorical type of data, it's called classification. Okay, so this is called classification. Now I'll tell you one thing. Let's suppose, what is logistic regression. This is what we're gonna discuss now. So logistic regression is nothing but applying sigmoidal function on the output of linear regression. Applying sigmoidal function on the output of linear regression. Now what is sigmoidal function? First of all, we need to understand this is called activation function. Activation, I'll tell you one example. Let's suppose, मान लीजिए कि एक एग्जांपल देता हूं आपको. Is it okay if I speak also in bit of Hindi as well as? Okay, so okay, great. Now let's suppose, मान लीजिए कि आपके पास एक एग्जांपल दे रहा हूं आपको, like the similar example. लेट्स सपोज हमें क्या करना है, किसी कैंसर पेशेंट को डिटेक्ट करना है विद द लेबल डेटा. ओके, दिस इज अ बोस्टन कैंसर डेटा सेट, and on the basis of some parameter, on the basis of some parameter, you know, a person is either benign or malignant. Benign or malignant. Okay, benign means cancer chances is high, malignant is, let's say, low. So these are the data. Okay, now these are the data. Now let's suppose, you know, if you want to train a model, okay, if you want to train a model, this model is what this will tell you. आपने क्या किया, आपने बता दिया कि ये सारा डेटा है. नाउ यू वांट टू आस्क टू अ मॉडल कि भाई ये बताओ कि अगर ये सारा पैरामीटर है बंदा का, तो वो क्या है, मतलब ये एक नया पैरामीटर, एक न्यू पैरामीटर आप जब दोगे, ये पैरामीटर है, सो ही इज आइदर benign or malignant on the basis of this reference of data. Okay, did you understood the goal of classification model or this logistic regression? Hello everyone, did you understood the goal? Can you type Y in the comment box if you understood? Now I'll tell you, once we understood the goal, now I'll tell you how logistic regression actually work. Okay, now this activation function is nothing but a function, a number that tell you अगर इससे ज्यादा हुआ तो वो बिनाइन है, और इससे कम हुआ तो वो मैलिग्नन है. अब मैं बताता हूँ कैसे. मान लीजिए कि आपके पास कोई भी डेटा है, ठीक है, कोई भी डेटा है, लेट्स सपोज दिस इज योर डेटा, वही वाला डेटा, एंड इनसाइड दिस देयर आर सम सर्टेन एलिमेंट. ओके, देयर आर सम सर्टेन एलिमेंट्स. अब मैंने बोला कि लॉजिस्टिक एग्रीगेशन क्या है, अप्लाइंग अ सिग्मोइडल, मतलब एक एक्टिवेशन फंक्शन का मतलब समझिए कि मान लो कि आपको कहाँ जाना है, यू हैव टू गो फॉर अ पार्टी. ओके, यू हैव टू गो फॉर अ पार्टी. नाउ इफ यू वांट टू गो फॉर अ पार्टी, कुछ पैरामीटर पे वो डिपेंड करेगा. वो पार्टी में अगर आपको जाना है, मान लो कि बाहर में आपके पास कार है कि नहीं है, आपके पास बाहर का वेदर कैसा है. थर्ड इज let's say something called your wife or your family allow you to go there or not. ठीक है, ये सारे आपके पास इनपुट है. ठीक है, इनपुट इनपुट इनपुट. अब इसमें एक एक्टिवेशन फंक्शन होगा जो कि ये डिसाइड करेगा कि जो सबसे ज्यादा पैरामीटर इंडिकेट कर रहा है वो कौन सा कर रहा है. मान लो कि आपके पास व्हीकल है कि नहीं, व्हीकल इज द हाईएस्ट पैरामीटर. ओके, जिसके बेसिस पर डिपेंड करेगा. तो यहाँ पे व्हीकल इज द हाईएस्ट पैरामीटर. मान लो व्हीकल का जो एक्टिवेशन है, मतलब इसका जो पैरामीटर है वो 5 है. तो अगर आपका टोटल सम 5 से ज्यादा होगा, मतलब ये अगर ज्यादा होगा तब तो आप पार्टी में जाओगे, अगर इससे कम होगा तो आप पार्टी में नहीं जाओगे. सो दिस इज व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू अचीव. नाउ लेट्स सपोज, अब हमारे केस में हम क्या कैसे समझेंगे इसे. मान लो कि आपके पास जो भी डेटा है, अब मान लो कि आप क्या करोगे, हमने सबसे पहले क्या निकालना है, लीनियर रिग्रेशन. ओके, लीनियर रिग्रेशन. मान लो कि ये तो सारा डेटा क्या है, ये सारा डेटा है किसका, ये है डायबिटीज पर्सन का डेटा, और ये है नॉन डायबिटीज पर्सन का डेटा. ठीक है, हमें क्या करना है, लीनियर रिग्रेशन क्या होता है, y इज इक्वल टू एम एक्स प्लस सी. तो ये आपका, हमको क्या करना है, ये वैल्यू ऑफ p निकालना है, मतलब सिग्मोइडल फंक्शन से, जो कि ये डिसाइड करेगा कि अगर इस, ये वैल्यू बताएगा कि क्या है, मतलब अगर ये वैल्यू से अबव हुआ, मान लो कि p की वैल्यू 0.5 है. ठीक है, 0.5 आपका सिग्मोइडल फंक्शन है. ठीक है, तो अगर आपका 0.5 से हुआ तब तो वो डायबिटिक हुआ, और 0.5 से कम हुआ तो वो नॉन डायबिटिक हुआ. ठीक है, तो P is called your P. This 0.5 is your sigmoidal function, or you can say activation function. ठीक है, तो ये एक्टिवेशन फंक्शन है 0.5, और एक्टिवेशन फंक्शन है आपका जो ये बताएगा कि वो किस क्लास में जाना चाहिए. ये निकालेंगे कैसे, तो जैसे मैंने बोला कि हम सबसे पहले लीनियर रिग्रेशन निकालते हैं हमारे डेटा का. तो y predicted is एम एक्स प्लस सी, और सिग्मोइडल फंक्शन क्या होता है, वो ये डिसाइड करेगा कि कितने पैरामीटर के बेसिस पे हम कर रहे हैं. तो यहाँ पे सिग्मोइडल फंक्शन जो होता है ई पी, वो क्या है, 1/1 प्लस ई की पावर माइनस प्रिडिक्टेड वाई. ठीक है, और p इजकल टू 1/1 प्लस ई की पावर माइनस प्रिडिक्टेड वाई. वाई का वैल्यू क्या है, एम एक्स प्लस सी. क्या लिख सकते हैं, कैन वी राइट दिस एम एक्स प्लस सी. हेलो भाई, इस प्रिडिक्टेड वाई में हम लिख सकते हैं ना यहाँ पे. तो ये आपको एक वैल्यू देगा. ठीक है, दिस गिव्स अ वैल्यू. दिस विल बिकेम दिस वैल्यू वेदर अ पर्सन is a diabetic or a not diabetic will depend on this particular parameter. Understood this, all of you? Okay, now let me tell you from some data. So ठीक है, तो जैसे मैंने बोला, लॉजिस्टिक रिग्रेशन इज अ क्लासिफिकेशन एल्गोरिथम that models the probability of output class. It estimates relationship between a dependent variable and one or more independent variable. ठीक है, अब मैं आपको जो बता रहा था इसमें एग्जांपल हम कैसे टाइप की यूज कर सकते हैं, जैसे कि मान लो कि आपको ऑन द basis of subject and email text predicting email is either spam or not, tomorrow will be a sunny day or a rainy day prediction based on bank customer history कि कस्टमर को लोन देना है या नहीं देना है, इस टाइप की क्लासिफिकेशन हम लॉजिस्टिक रिग्रेशन में करते हैं। अब देखो ये एग्जांपल में बता रहा था आपको, सो दिस इज एन एग्जांपल of a diabetic person, and consider y is an a person who is having diabetes and x is a plasma glucose. Okay, so here on the basis of some data, it's a true person and it's a false person, and this is our y is equal to mx plus c predicted y। और ये जो है आपका डायबिटिक पर्सन के लिए हमें ये p निकालना है, वैल्यू ऑफ p। ठीक है, ये निकालना है जो कि इन दोनों को क्लासिफाई करेगा कि कौन सा ये क्या नंबर क्या है, ये निकालना है हमें। तो द एबव बेस्ड शेप के बेसिस पे ये जो शेप आपको दिख रहा है ना, इसका फंक्शन क्या है, p इज इक्वल टू 1/1 प्लस e की पावर माइनस प्रेडिक्टेड y। एक्टिवेशन फंक्शन बहुत सारे होते हैं, देयर आर सो मेनी एक्टिवेशन फंक्शंस। So this is the sigmoidal one, and now y is mx plus c, p is 1/1 plus e की power minus predicted y, and then we put this and we got the stuff that is called log p upon 1 minus p mx plus c. Understood all of you? Hello? Okay, now if the value of p is smaller than, if the this one, so it's became a true positive, it's a true negative, it's a negative। okay, अब क्वेश्चन कम्स हियर, लेट्स सपोज आपने क्या किया, आपने अपना फंक्शन निकाल दिया और उसके बेसिस पे अब आपको ये पता करना है लाइक हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव प्रेडिक्टेड इज प्रेडिक्टेड राइट। okay, this is called performance analysis, how we can analyze our performance of our algorithm, how we can analyze it। so how we do analysis is with some certain process, and this process is by this way। let's suppose to analyze this is your confusion matrix, this is your confusion matrix। this confusion matrix will tell you, let's suppose you have a data
So
and
this is same as hypothesis.
kind of, but yes, in even though in hypothesis we do confusion matrix, but here also we do, because hypothesis also comes with some certain testing, and here we are also putting a evaluation। so yes, now what is confusion matrix, let me give you an idea। like in confusion matrix what we try to evaluate is कि हमारा जो मॉडल हमने क्रिएट किया है उसमें कितने सारे वैल्यूज हैं जो कि वो सही आए हैं, और कितने ट्रू पॉजिटिव हैं, कितने फॉल्स पॉजिटिव हैं, कितने फॉल्स नेगेटिव हैं, कितने फॉल्स पॉजिटिव हैं। तो ये कैसे पता लगेगा, इसके लिए हम क्या करते हैं, हमारा जो डेटा होगा, जो भी डेटा होगा y एक्चुअल और y प्रिडिक्टेड, मतलब जो ओरिजिनल y होगा और जो प्रिडिक्टेड y होगा, उसके बीच में एक हम ये चार्ट बनाते हैं। और इसका मतलब क्या है, ये कंफ्यूजन मैट्रिक का मतलब क्या है कि कितने सिक पीपल, मान लो हम जो सिक पीपल का एग्जांपल ले रहे हैं, सो हाउ मेनी सिक पीपल आर करेक्टली आइडेंटिफाइड एज अ सिक, how many healthy people incorrectly identified as a sick, healthy people correctly identified as a healthy, and sick people incorrectly identified as a healthy। so once we find out these stuff, we got our confusion matrix। understood? ये सारी चीजें जब हम निकाल लेंगे, so we got our confusion matrix like this। okay, so once we from our relevant data और हम ये निकालेंगे तो हमें पता लग जाएगा हमारी accuracy। और accuracy क्या होती है, accuracy is nothing that is called TP plus TN, that is called true positive plus true negative upon true positive plus true negative plus false positive plus false negative। understood? anything you would like to ask me, or shall I tell you the programming? now let's suppose uh, I have, can you open in that Google Drive, over there you have to download a data set that is called SUV data set. Okay, you have to download a SUV data set. Now what this SUV data set is all about, on the basis of uh,
Yes, sir.
e-
Please share that Google Drive. Actually, I have downloaded yesterday, but now I'm not able to access that. It's saying some error is there.
no, can anybody please share this Google Drive? अभी तो हमने शेयर किया था शायद, somebody have shared at that time. Yes, so yeah, you can actually get this from here also. Now
Okay.
I'll just tell you regarding. Now let's suppose, mm, या सो यहाँ से आप SUV वाला डेटा सेट डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं. In this SUV data set, you have some certain features like user ID, gender, age, estimated salary, and purchased or not. Means this data is about on the basis of age and estimated salary, how many people have purchased SUV. Means this particular age people have purchased or not purchased. So in future, let's suppose if somebody will come, so we can understand, we can predict, like if this kind of user come, so he generally purchase or not purchase, so we can understand the trend. Okay, so this is a kind of modeling of our data. So this is what we are trying to create. Now you can see that this is we have imported numpy as NP. One more thing I would like to tell you कि जिसे बोलते हैं हम डेटा प्री प्रोसेसिंग, तो उसे बताने के लिए मेरे को एक बार आपको बता देता हूँ. हाँ, one thing that you all have to understand, let's suppose your data became very large amount. Okay, जब बहुत बड़े अमाउंट में डेटा हो जाएगा, so मैं ऑडिबल तो होना सबके लिए. हेलो, I'm audible. So let's suppose your data is in a very high amount. So what you're gonna do then? Sometimes you need to process your data. Pre-processing, we call it pre-processing technique. So in pre-processing technique, what you do is, let's suppose your data is 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, and when you train in your model, it give you a overfitting problem, because when your data became very a huge amount, it started became very sensitive, and when the numbers will became very high, it is also taking very much space. So what we do pre-process our data by using feature scaling. Feature scaling is done by three methods. The methods like standardization and normalization. So what you're gonna do that, let's suppose you have a X data. Inside this X there are 10,000 data. So what you're gonna find first, you will find out each and every element standardization process. You can do both method. Either you can do standardization or either you can do normalization. So अभी हम लोग standardization करेंगे वैसे. So in standardization, what we do first, we find out mean of our data. Then every data we do also standard deviation. Then we do x minus mean x upon standard deviation x. So if the data is 1 lakh, it became minus 0.2 or 1.2, something like this. It became very short. It became very, very short. Then we have a technique called normalization. So normalization technique is called x minus minimum x upon maximum x minus minimum x. I repeat again, x minus minimum x, maximum x minus minimum x. Understood? So this is called normalization technique. So did you understood this standardization and normalization? Okay. So here in this problem statement, we have linear model. We have imported logistic regression from sklearn.matrix. We have imported confusion matrix so that we can print confusion matrix. And then you can see that I have imported my data, that is dataset.pd.read csv, imported suv.csv. अब यहाँ पे हम क्या करने वाले हैं, इन x we will take age and estimated salary. In x I will take age and estimated salary, and then in y I will take purchased. So on the basis of this x data, means x1, x2, x3, I will consider whether we can purchase it or not purchase it. So this is how we're gonna find out our stuff. So I have taken this 2 and 3, means this 2 means age and 3 is estimated salary, and in y I have taken this one, that is called y dataset dot ilog colon comma 4 dot values. So I got this y value. Then this is a correlation graph between the data that is being done by SNS Seaborn. So this is a correlation, basically we can find out between the data. Then what I have done the same thing, that's called x train, x test, y train, y test, train test displays x comma y test size 1 by 3 random state equal to 0. अंडरस्टूड टिल देन? इस लाइन तक सबको समझ में आया? हेलो हेलो हेलो. Why only Raj Lakshmi understood? सर हमने अभी कुछ भी नहीं किया है, हमने बस डेटा को रीड किया है और उसको ट्रेन टेस्ट स्प्लिट में तोड़ा है, लाइक वी हैव डन इन लीनियर रिग्रेशन. ओके, ओके. नाउ here, as I said, now I will do feature scaling, mean called data pre-processing. तो अब मैं क्या करने वाला हूँ, मैं स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन टेक्निक यूज करूंगा मेरे डेटा पे. तो मैंने स्टैंडर्ड स्केलर इंपोर्ट किया है, स्टैंडर्ड स्केलर इक्वल टू स्टैंडर्ड स्केलर एक्स ट्रेन इक्वल टू स्टैंडर्ड स्केलर डॉट फिट ट्रांसफॉर्म. तो क्या होगा, एक्स ट्रेन और एक्स टेस्ट दोनों ही ट्रांसफॉर्म हो जाएंगे. तो देखो एक्स ट्रेन और एक्स टेस्ट जो डेटा सैलरी और एज और सैलरी थी वो कैसा हो गया है, -0.93 something, like it's become very less kind of thing. Understood? Did you understood this? Hello? Okay. Now, once we do this standardization technique, now what I'm gonna do that I will import my logistic regression is logistic regression. And here also I did random state so that it will not put on any model, it will not put on any element. So I fix logistic regression also random state equal to 0. ठीक है, इसका भी स्टेट मैंने 0 कर दिया है कि एक एक कर को लगाए, मतलब algorithm मॉडल को क्रिएट करे accordingly. So logistic regression random state 0, then I fit into x train, y train. I print here coefficient, logistic regression dot coefficient, and because logistic regression is equal to coefficient, and then you can see that this is the difference I have printed here between your test data and your predicted data. So this is a just basic difference between your data. Okay, so few element is there. Then I have find out confusion matrix. So confusion matrix मेरा ऐसा निकला, confusion matrix equal to confusion matrix y test y predicted print confusion matrix, and accuracy is getting 87%. So दो तरीके से accuracy निकाल सकते हैं, इस तरीके से भी निकाल सकते हैं क्लासिफिकेशन में और यहाँ से भी निकाल सकते हैं. So did you understood the how to find accuracy with confusion matrix? That is called TP upon TN plus upon TP plus TP plus TN plus TF. So all the true positive, true negative, false positive, false positive. So this is how we have find out accuracy as well as. Understood this? Okay. So now I'm gonna do one thing. मैं आपको ये file share कर देता हूँ. This is what I need to tell you, and we have covered so many things. Download. मैंने ये फाइल आपको दे दी है, डू वर्क विद इट। डन। सो अभी आपको क्या करना है, आपके लिए ये मतलब एक असाइनमेंट समझिए जो कि आपको करना है। दैट इज ऑन दिस डेटा। आपको मैंने एक डेटा सेट दिया है, डायबिटीज डेटा सेट। ठीक है, आपके पास एक डेटा सेट होगा, डायबिटीज डेटा सेट। तो इस डायबिटीज डेटा सेट पे आपको लॉजिस्टिक रिग्रेशन लगाना है वंस वी फिनिश दिस। सो ये डायबिटीज डेटा सेट है, तो एक्स में ले लेना ये सारे वेरिएबल। एक्स में आप ये प्रेगनेंसी, ग्लूकोज, ब्लड प्रेशर, स्किन थिकनेस, इंसुलिन, बीएमआई, डायबिटीज, एज ये ले लेना, और वाई में ले लेना आउटकम। डन। हेलो, डिड यू अंडरस्टूड द क्वेश्चन? In x you will take these variable, and in y you will take this variable, and you have to do. So that's all I need to tell you. That is we have done with linear regression, logistic regression. So it's not a stop here, it's a journey of machine learning, not a stop here. This session is more about to introduce all of you about the basics of machine learning, basics of data science, basics of Python, and you have done something that can help you really in your future, as well as from now you have enough idea how you can proceed further. So keep learning in future as well as, and there are so many other algorithms that you can also learn from, so many different place. We will try to take our next session also, and in this, if it's possible, that we will conclude more algorithm kind of stuff on those sessions. So I hope you all understood whatever we have done from day one till now. Can you type Y in the comment box if you learned?
Sir, I have one question.
Yes.
This assignment, which is we need to take on X and which we need to take on Y.
What?
This diabetic
Ah,
assignment, which you told us to do. There's something you told about X and Y column.
so in X, you will take these data, means pregnancy, glucose, blood pressure, skin thickness, insulin, BMI, diabetes, age. In Y, you will take outcome.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are binding up our session. If anybody would like to, can share his learning experience. Prasharji, are you also there?
Yes, yes, sir. I'm there. I'm there now.
Thank you, Archana. If anybody would like to share his learning experience, what you have learned.
So, if anybody would like to uh, give any suggestions to us, I mean, I know there were a lot of loopholes that we were able to figure out through this training session. But any suggestions you have about how we conduct this program, any other suggestions you want to give it to us right now, or you have my WhatsApp number, you can message me there also. I think that's a technical question.
No, you will use only one of them. It depends, Raj Lakshmi. Either you will use normalization or standardization. Otherwise, it will a problem of underfitting. Yes. So anybody would like to give suggestion or anything, you can unmute yourself and you can speak.
Are we going to get any kind of certificate out of this program, attending this
Yes,
program?
yes, madam, there will be a certificate. We just kindly provide us the solution of the assignment the third has provided. So I think that will be considering them, will be providing the certificate. Sir, as you told that in machine learning, hello,
Yeah, I can hear you.
uh, like you have to recognize something and the machine will work.
Mhm.
Uh, but this is a data analyst. I think it is we have to connect, like you're saying,
coffee machine. If you go to the coffee machine, it will ask. It will correlate your.
Sir. Okay, I'll explain you, sir.
Uh,
Uh, Machine or human learn with, I told you, with three different ways. The
yeah.
one way is called supervised way, in which you have to feed the data. Okay,
Yeah.
even though in machine, see, right now we are working on text data. When you work on those kind of example, for this you need to learn deep learning, computer vision, NLP. So it's not, it's a whole game, you know. For this you need to learn computer vision, how a machine can have a vision, like in your mobile phone you have a vision. So for this you should understand those stuff as well. As then these kind of algorithm like logistic regression, you can also use to take, let's say you have so many images you have taken, like me, let's suppose in your school or class, or in your anywhere you go in your office, if anybody come, this attendance system will recognize you by your face and will embark your registration. So for this you need to train the model like this. Means similarly we are training a data, you have to train with the images. Understood,
Okay.
sir? And it
Okay.
will take a data from camera, from it should have a camera, and it will take first image, and it will take image, because every image is RGB, that is called red, green, blue. So it will take only understand data, it will not understand image, it will only understand the the intensity of RGB in every pixel. So it's work like this, sir.
But I thought कि let's have a one project we have
For
doing
this,
one.
sir, you need to take our next session, that is on deep learning, that maybe we
Uh,
will soon announce. It's a first step. Then that you have achieved. You know, everything you have a certain step. So you have initiated toward those things, and in just 4 days or 3 hours every day, you cannot learn those things. So
yeah,
it will
no,
take time. Yeah.
that is very true. We are very also slow learners
Hmm.
because of
Right
structure
now
and
you
all.
have learned
Yeah,
something called creating words in machine learning,
yeah,
creating
yeah, yeah.
paragraphs, and then writing and understanding, listening. It's a whole game, sir. It's so many
It's
things. Yeah.
no, just I'm imagining like if
Yeah.
I'm doing some work where
Hmm.
I'm measuring something, some data I have measured. Okay, I have transferred that data by Wi-Fi or something without wireless
And that is
uh,
another thing that's come with
cloud and
another
from.
technology that's called IoT. So,
Okay.
sir, yeah, from when you fetch data from any device, this technology is called IoT, that is called Internet
Mm,
of Things. And that's why I'm said
mm,
integrating all technology. So even one person cannot do this. There are so many
mm,
different domain people will come together, and then
mm,
they create application in industry. So
okay.
a full stack developer, for this at least you will require at least 6 to 1 year, 6 months to 1 year to get this kind of efficiency, where you can create these kind of projects. And if you learn very hard for around 7 8 hours a day, you can
Yeah,
achieve this for another month also. In a month also you can achieve this. So but yeah, of
okay.
course it's a game of time and your dedication and your learning way
Mm.
that you are doing. So that's how you can
No,
achieve.
just I am imagining because as a mechanical engineer, I am imagining
Yes,
how
sir.
to.
But
Uh,
here now, even though if you have a mechanical data, okay,
yeah,
you can put this. Now you have enough idea to start doing your
yeah, yeah, yeah.
unsupervised learning. You
Ah,
know.
yes, that for our energy data we can correlate, but I'm just looking after that. We can correlate some and we can monitor the things how that we can do.
Sure, sir. Sure, sure.
So I will discuss with you on that if possible.
Okay, sir. Okay.
It's good, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. ठीक है Parashar ji. Then I'm
So,
okay.
okay, sir. Thank you for the session, sir. It was very nice. I think participants really learned a lot from it. I I think so far we have received all positive feedbacks.
So one thing more. Please share what are the programs you are next you are doing in one of us.
Sure, sir. Sure,
Okay.
sure.
So, so I mean, most of you have given all the positive comments. In even if you have any issues, grievances, anything, you can always be in touch with us. My WhatsApp is there. right? You can let us know if there is any query. We'll be happy to connect. No issues about it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you, sir, and thank you all the participants. We'll be winding the session now. And okay, best of luck. Okay, bye. Thank you. Thank you. We'll be winding up.